just being doctrine also, but in relationships, speaking the truth in love. What's that mean tonight? Well, first of all, you got to speak. You got to speak. There are two kinds of people in this room. Don't you love when people say that? There's two kinds of people in the world. It could be 100 different things. Two kinds of people in this room. There are people that stuff their anger, and there's people that explode their anger. Which are you? I don't know. But I know one thing, that if you stuff your anger, you become bitter. And the first admonition of speaking the truth in love is to speak. That involves communication. You have got to communicate, and that doesn't mean yelling. But when you have an issue with somebody else, they have an issue with you, you need to speak open talk in disagreement. You need to go to that person. If I ask you, how many of you have had a person that has bothered you for 10 years, some of you could raise your hand. Have you ever spoke to them about the issue? Really heart to heart. Yeah, I spoke to them. I told them, stop doing that. And that's not what I'm talking about. Speaking is open communication. Let me give you just a tool to help you communicate with others. Tell them how you feel about it. And I won't get into psychobabble tonight, but we're told to speak the truth in love, and we first have to speak. You know, when you're accusing somebody, they immediately are going to throw up a wall against you. But when you say, this is how I feel when you do this, they can't fight against that because you really do feel that way. You're just telling them what's in their heart. It's a step. So the first thing about dealing with people that bother you and dealing with the bent in your heart that's not getting along with people, is speak. Open talk. Don't stuff it. Don't grudge. We'll deal with Sunday in the passage out of Hebrews 12 about the root of bitterness springing up and troubling us and others be defiled. Some of you have stuffed things that have hurt you for 20 years and it's just all in there. And you know what happens? It's springing up and it's affecting relationships here and here and here, and you don't even realize it. It affects your attitude and you've got it all stuffed in here. First thing, speak. Speak to others about what you're troubled about or the ones troubling you. Second thing, the truth. The truth. Do you talk transparently to your spouse? Do you talk transparently towards your coworkers and towards those maybe that are troubling you or you have hurt? So many times we have secret agendas and ways that we're trying to get them, or we're not totally being honest about the issue. Speak the truth. We have got to be truthful and transparent. It's a key to a great marriage. Total transparency. You're not talking here, and in your brain you think, I'm going to do an end run around him so I can prove him wrong down here. Most of the time when we're talking with other people, I'll talk with Mrs. Green here. Most of the time when we're in a real kind of a heated thing with other people and they're making their point, what are you doing? Thinking about what you're going to say. You're not listening to them. Speak the truth. Don't have hidden agendas. Put away secret hypocrisies about it. Do you want to really get the truth out? All right? Speak the truth, and the last thing, in love. In love. I want to share something with you. Do you know why people trouble you sometimes? I know it's about a heart. We've dealt with that. But do you know why there's some people that trouble everybody? Do you know why? Do you know why? Because they are troubled. That's real deep. When we come to somebody like that, and they really deserve everything they get, because they really are troubling everybody, love says there's something wrong with that person that I don't know. Do you know somebody has made that person like that? You don't know what's in their life. I talked to one of my children today about a situation like that. You don't know what's in that person's heart. When you go to somebody, it's easy to point your finger, but do you know everything that's happened to them? That person may have been abused in their lifetime. That person may have been taken advantage of tremendously. They may have hurts that you don't even know about. They may have lost loved ones in terrible situations. When you are dealing with other people, deal in love. Allow love to saturate your dealing with them. Realize they're troubled because they're troubling you probably because they're troubled. Something is in the background of that. Do you know what happens when you do that? Mercy sets in. And you stop feeling so edged. And you stop feeling like you're being cut. you're being attacked so much, and you start being compassionate, there's something wrong with this person. They are really hurting on the inside because it's coming out on me. Something, most of the time, it has nothing to do with you. Something to do with years of what they've not resolved. Mercy and love. Dealing with bothered people. I think this will help us with our own hearts, help us as we relate to people, to be like our Heavenly Father. Let's bow our heads and stand tonight, please.